Welcome back to the Fiji Pro, stop number 5 of the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. We're in the second heat of the morning. Kelly Slater, 11-time world champ, leads his heat with 4 past Fiji Pro titles, taking on Wiggolly Dantas, the goofy footer, representing Ubatuba in Brazil, and a former world champ, last year's world champ, Adriano de Souza, representing Guarujá, and now taking on a solid list of competition here towards the back end of the draw. We're down to the final 12 on a wave that he knows better than anybody on tour. Still scoreless to start until now. Slater able to get the first wave of the matchup. Big bottom turn. He is so deep, doesn't grab the rail on the first section. He comes flying out perfectly. Backside jam off the top, and Kelly off and running with a huge number coming his way.
Well, there we go. Kelly knew that. He pushed them deep. He pushed those guys too far inside. Adriano de Souza almost got that wave on the head. Wiggolly Dantas was worried about what was behind it. And Kelly sneaks an absolute gem under priority. Well, not priority, but under that inside position from both de Souza and Dantas.
De Souza is on the next wave, just trying to slow down. Pulls it nice and high, not really getting deep. So still looking for it. Now he disappears and comes out. Little jam down to the bottom. De Souza trying to catch up to the explosion of Kelly Slater from the cheers from the channel on that opening ride. What a creative start. Seeing 3 savvy competitors just trying to outposition each other. Kelly found some room and got one of the waves of the contest.
I can't wait to see this one from the channel. Looking into that barrel, we're going to see his technique. He kind of looked like he grabbed at the beginning, but we'll know Kelly's tube riding abilities. He probably let go of that to then start pumping and weaving and avoiding that white water that shoots up the face of the wave. But amazing stuff right there from Kelly to open things out. Did exactly the same thing yesterday against Jordy Smith, didn't he?
Sure did. What an amazing start for Kelly. Not grabbing the rail, total commitment, and gives him some room to move in the barrel. Let's take another look at this amazing ride from Kelly.
Look at this wave right here, just so deep. I mean, what do you say about that? I think you just got to sit back and watch it. Kelly Slater starting his heat with an absolute bang. And you can see where Adriano de Souza was. I mean, look, he was pushing under that wave. Kelly was so far in that right spot, and look at this, driving through. We talk about that pumping up and over the foam ball. Had he grabbed the rail, they wouldn't have that ability to then redirect and get themselves up and through that. And Joe, what a way to start.
A big start, 9.77. How did it look from your angle, Strider?
It was absolutely incredible. Honestly, he took off. The thing lined up all the way down to the channel, and he held his composure, just weaving no-handed through the barrel on the foam ball. I don't know if he grabbed his rail, because I was looking into it. It didn't even look like he barely touched it, and then he just came flying out with it. It was behind the foam ball and then came over the top. As you can see right now, Wiggolly Dantas is just threading the needle. Oh my goodness, out the back. Plenty of surf going on right here, right now.
Thank you, Strider. Strider obviously seeing the start of Wiggolly Dantas out the back. We'll bring that to you in just a moment. Slater getting a 9.77. Did not touch his rail on the foam ball. You see him drifting up high, covered so much ground in the barrel. It's so technical, showing why he's an 11-time world champion, one of the best here at Cloudbreak. This is what Wiggolly just did.
Wiggolly Dantas, I mean, this guy's dangerous out here as well. Wiggolly in the barrel, slowing himself down, driving. He comes flying out and then goes for this big carving maneuver. Didn't quite set those fins. Wiggolly riding his step up. That's a 6-1. One of his favorite boards for out here. Rides it in Hawaii quite a lot as well. So he's got his equipment down, that's for sure, and a nice little comeback wave there for Wiggolly.
Just looking at these 3 names, and you mentioning Hawaii reminded me this was a QS final at Pipeline a couple of years back, just adding Mason Ho. It was a 4-man final. De Souza making it there. He wanted to spend more time in Hawaii, found success at that wave, and you see how that helped him out by taking the Pipe Masters out last season. Here's Kelly now, drawn out bottom turn, grabs the rail this time to slow down. Wave puffs him out. Now going to turns, backside jam. Quick one off the top as well. And Kelly in sync and rhythm with the mood here at Cloudbreak. Wiggolly's on the next wave. Wiggolly nice and deep now. Multiple sections to beat. Dantas comes flying out. Way before for Wiggolly, a 6.17. That'll back up the 9.77 for Kelly Slater. De Souza start a 3.83. Looks like everything's lining up for the 11-time world champ today.
Yep, absolutely right. Got to watch, have a look at Kelly's Instagram feed. Got a pretty special message from the legendary Derek Donor. As we see Kelly on wave number 2. Just positioning absolutely perfect right there. But watch this turn from Kelly. This is the part of Kelly surfing that I love, that bottom turn, backside snap under the lip. I don't think anyone does it better, really. Once Kelly's got that roll going, once got that mojo happening, he's pretty hard to beat, especially out here. 4-time winner, Joe, and he's starting to feel it. I mean, the waves start pumping, Kelly's juices start flowing. He starts bringing out some crazy stuff. 9.77 on his opening wave and a little small backup.
Also, Dantas getting barreled for a 6.17 start and then getting another one on his backup.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be like this all heat. This is going to be fireworks. It's going to be these guys rolling the dice on some seriously hollow waves. Wiggolly knows exactly which ones he needs to beat Kelly. Just a matter of whether he can find them. We saw in that last heat the boys struggling to get those good solid backups. Kelly needs to do exactly that as well. 9.77 on his opening draw and just a mid-range score coming in for wave number 2.
What an amazing morning to kick things off. Gabriel Medina won the first heat to go to the quarterfinals. Kelly so far so good in the lead, courtesy of a big start with a 9.77. But we were talking about the rivalry between Kelly and Adriano. I think it really goes back to 2010 when Kelly was going for his 10th world title and achieved it in Puerto Rico. Kelly and Adriano had a couple matchups. Words were exchanged, and anytime they had a heat together after that, you're always trying to look to see who is going to take over at the start of the matchup. Thank you very much, Rosie. Medina happy to be in the quarters. Back to this one. De Souza locks in super deep. It's staying wide open for last year's world champ, and De Souza is setting up the rail work. Draws it down to the bottom. Now looks to get another inside tube. Nice clean read from the world champ. He's out of there. De Souza needed something quickly to come through to break the combination pots.
Well, I think he's done it. I think he's got himself, and now he's going to pay for it. That's not where you want to be right there. Super shallow. You got to make sure you don't go too deep. That way he's going to pick you up and throw you around, ragdoll you somewhat. De Souza in that spin cycle right now. He's going to take this one on the head as well. I think he'll make it through that one. So looks like he came out relatively unscathed. But I tell you what, when you get a wave like that, you don't mind taking a few on the head, do you, Joe?
That's right. He's absolutely flying with adrenaline, making 2 solid sections. Let's have another look.
Yeah, you know, De Souza with priority, needing to get himself out of that combo situation. Just a mid-range score really will do it. And a perfect tube right there from De Souza. How's long he held the rail right there, driving all the way back down to the bottom, and then jamming on the brakes. And a nice little cover-up to finish off. So De Souza threading the needle at the start and then really cranking that turn off the top. Let's have a look from the channel here. Nice technique, grabs the rail nice and high as well. This wave not wide open as Kelly's one, so a lot more technical, a lot more tricky to ride, but then just drawing back down the bottom, grabs that rail off the bottom, then hits the brakes again for just a nice little cover up there to finish things off. So De Souza back on track, back in the heat. And look at that right there, just milking that one all the way through, keeping that rail engaged. Joe, cloud break, if you draw one line and don't reset that rail, it's quite easy to get picked up and sent over the falls, or you drift too low. So you've got to keep readjusting. You've got to keep pulling that rail higher and higher as that wave sucks out the water. Very technical tube right there from De Souza.
So fun watching the barrel from the channel because you can see how much they move, how much they turn in heavy sections. De Souza's last score, 7.77. Hits the jackpot, and now he needs a 7.01 to take the lead off Kelly. Chipping in and the roll in from out the back is De Souza. He checks the pocket. Kelly's not there, so he's going to swing free here. Nice vertical snap. Draws it off the top again. All turns for De Souza, and he gets out. So right off the ski, just rolls into one from out the back. Trying to improve on a 3.83. to put yourself as deep as you can. We saw John yesterday against Taj. I don't know if you could get any deeper in the barrel out here at Cloud Break. And you get to see Kelly do it as well without grabbing the rail. Looking at this one, it's Wiggolly Dantas. Makes the first section. Big hack off the top. And he'll sink on that snap as the wave gets full. Being one of the most amazing surfers to watch of all time. While we were away, Potts, Kelly got a crazy one to get blown out into the channel.
Well, I tell you what, he's not done yet. Have a look at this. Are you kidding me? Talk about backing up that 9.77. Kelly Slater starting to feel it. Big smiles as he jumps off the jet ski, high-fiving. I mean, this is when Kelly's dangerous, when he's just in that zone, having fun with it. I mean, a 9.77 on his opening wave. And Joe, look at the backup.
A perfect 10-point ride for Kelly Slater. A 19.77 combined total. Our second 10 of the morning here at Cloud Break. Medina got the first one. Kelly warmed up with the 9.77. What a combined heat total. The best for Kelly this season.
Kelly having a look at this little double up to Souza, opting to paddle over it. Is Kelly going to go?
Kelly now making a move. The wave spits on him as he takes off. Bottom turns, a little jam under the hood. Not much on offer. He'll get some speed to avoid this next wave. 3:25 to go, and taking off is Adriano, getting hung up in the lip. And that wave's going to unload. Looks like Kelly might want it. Late takeoff, and he just has to eject.
Oh my goodness. I mean, good on him for having to go right there, but what's he done to his board?
3 minutes to go. What a wipeout strategy. See what happened there?
Oh my goodness, he just had to go. The wave was too good not to go. He's holding his face now thinking, I had to go. He broke his board. The thing just sucked out, doubled up on the inside, and just went bananas. The biggest barrel we've seen all day, and he just lip launched from the top, pin dropped, and went right through the back of the wave, and didn't even get work, but the board took the brunt of it and broke it.
Two really challenging draws. That'll be happening later on today. And what a way to finish off this matchup. Kelly with a 10 and a 9.77, his best performance of the season. Hucks himself over the falls and breaks his magic board on the way out. So we'll see how he's going to dive into his quiver coming into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, you know, did he need to do that? You know, maybe, I don't know. Obviously it would have been the wave of the year for him, but in doing so, snapped his little magic carpet. So there's always a price to pay, Joe. I mean, he just had one of the close to a perfect heat, 10 and 9.77. Did he need to do that?